Hi everyone. I'm in the Blue Ghost Tunnel today, and this tunnel was built in 1876, and it was built for the Grand Trunk Railroad and was formerly named Meriton Tunnel, but I believe now it's mostly referred to as Blue Ghost Tunnel. So it's quite the amazing tunnel. It's all built out of Queenston stone, which was mined in Queenston, Ontario, at the Queenston Quarry back in the day. So it's all big blocks of limestone that's just been mortared together, and that's the way it was done in those days. They really didn't have cast concrete. And the tunnel's had quite the history. Like I said, it opened in 1876 and was in service until 1915. Now, there have been many controversies about deaths in the tunnel and paranormal activity, but the truth is there was a number of deaths associated with this tunnel. There were 2 people killed in a train collision at one time where 2 trains met head-on, and then a young boy was killed when he was crushed by some stone while it was being constructed. And when the 3rd Welland Canal was being built, 107 people passed away, died during the construction of the 3rd Welland Canal. And in addition to all of that, when the 3rd Welland Canal was being built, a cemetery was flooded. So there's always been this kind of mystery about this place. There's always been death associated with this tunnel. And you can see today, it's quite spooky actually. There's a lot of ground fog in here today. So I think it's about 17 degrees Celsius outside, 18 degrees Celsius. So there's some warm air outside, and it's quite cool inside. So it's really generating a lot of mist in here. And in my experience, there always seems to be a bluish cast to all of the fog or steam or whatever you want to call it in here. So it can be quite spooky at times, and today is no exception, really. So it's not the sort of place you want to have your flashlight die. So I have 2, but even so, it's quite dark in here today. It's darker than even most days. In fact, I think this is probably the darkest I've seen it in here. And this fog in here is just spectacular. Talk about a photographer's dream. It's just crazy. So this goes for about 800 feet, 713 I think to be exact. And right now, you can see there's still the timbers on the ground in here where the train tracks used to go. But apart from that, there's not much left of where the trains used to go. But holy moly, this is it's quite spooky in here today. I've been in here before and it's reasonably okay, but today is just wild with this fog in here. Whoa. So if you can see way down the end there is light at the end of the tunnel, and that's the east entrance. And I did a previous video on just that entrance alone. It's quite difficult to find that entrance. But yeah, It's actually a kind of a rainy day outside, so there's very few people around, which makes it even the more kind of spooky here. It's quite a popular place for people to come and explore, but I don't think today we're going to see too much. I'm not going to see too many people. Holy cow. So I've got a really intense flashlight here, and it's just barely cutting through this goop, this kind of bluish fog that's in here. Just crazy. So this tunnel operated until 1915, and I think by then the mainline track was going over the bridge more often. There's a bridge a little north of here over the canal, a swing bridge, and I think the traffic was mostly going that way, I think. This has got to be the spookiest day I've ever seen in here. Just the lighting alone is just amazing. So here they put some bracing up above here because they don't want the ceiling of this to collapse, because it actually is still the third Welland Canal over top is still being used as kind of a waterway to allow water to overflow water to go down around the current lock system on the Welland Canal. So it's important that this tunnel still maintain integrity. Otherwise, it'd be an awful lot of water cascading through the ceiling here and finding its way out to the west here, I guess. My goodness, it is so foggy in here. I can't believe it. Scaring the bejesus out of me, actually. I've been in here on other days, and I've taken pictures in here on other days, and it's always been pretty crystal clear in here, for me anyways. Although I hear some people have had some interesting experiences in here. So let's see. So on the right wall here, all the way along, there's some great graffiti. So I waited until my new flashlight arrived before I decided to come out again to shoot this video. The last time I came, I had what I thought was my really good flashlight, but really didn't do it justice in terms of illuminating the walls in here. This thing just seems to go on forever. So you can imagine that back in the day, there's a single track going through here, and a single track with big old coal trains lumbering through, and the smoke and the smell and the sounds must have been just outrageously loud. That's really good. Some really good graffiti here. Okay, so I'm back to here. So I'm just gonna, so you can see way down the end there. So I'd like to think that, I generated this special effect for you today, but the This is all natural, the way that this this fog is in here today. It's just crazy. So there doesn't seem to be as much graffiti on the north side of the tunnel. Probably because there's like a little area here where there's water. So I guess nobody wanted to do that. Yeah, there's not that much. Thanks for watching the video. Please subscribe to join me on my next adventure.